got a Gluck 9000, like 45 bajillion, because that is her only shot.
Well, they say they give the best.
Yeah.
I guess because they're hungry.
All right, what up, guys? Welcome to the extended Pearl Daily, where today we're going to be reacting. I'm going to show you some girls on TikTok.
Okay.
So you got this lady right here. And then I want to get your thoughts. Do you spend a lot of time on TikTok?
No, because they
new study said.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, my kids
So a new study
TikTok page, but they would always take my videos down.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped. They kick off the conservative women. It's like so all the liberal women just get to go nuts.
It says 1 in 3 women have a backup guy. Yeah, a whole man just sitting on standby in case her current relationship doesn't work out. And it's usually not some random dude either. It's an ex she still talks to, a friend who flirts a little too much, or a guy who's always made it clear if she's ever single, he'll be first in line. Meanwhile, her man thinks they are solid. He's showing up, staying faithful, trying to build something real. And she's got a safety net just in case he stumbles. That's not harmless. That's not smart. That's not love. It's emotional insurance. And someone always ends up paying for it. Let's be honest, if roles were reversed and he had someone waiting in the background, wouldn't that feel like betrayal? Even if nothing physical ever happened. Because the truth is, if you are halfway out the door when telling someone you are all in, you are not loving them. You're just keeping them close until something better comes along. Let's do better. Be the kind of person who doesn't need a backup because they know how to show up for the one they chose.
What do you think of that?
So I think there's some truth to what she was saying. There are some things that I feel like may be a little bit off. And I would just say for myself personally, I do think that there are men that they don't have to say anything. We don't have to keep in touch. I just feel like whether I could be 65, they'll say, hey, you're single? Yeah. You can come and be with me. So I don't know. I feel like she presented it as if there's some constant communication, and it doesn't always have to be that way. Though I do understand that's that way for some women.
I think a lot of women would go crazy though if men constantly had female. I know some men do, but it's not common where they can have female friends that are just ready to go.
Yeah, women would go crazy, and so I don't think it's good to have people in your life that are just sitting waiting. Yeah, I don't have those type of male friends, but I do know that there are men, even in my past, that would say, "Oh, I heard you were single." You know, if that was the case.
Yeah. Okay, let's go in the corner.
45, soon to be 46-year-old, single mom by choice, had a baby with a donor, different story, different video, who's also recently lost.
This is my white woman fatigue.
Okay.
Like, I know there's black woman fatigue, but I do have white woman fatigue because I don't really see black. You know what? If black women want to be single mothers, they go for it. They go find that.
But clearly they want to.
They go find the irresponsible guy that doesn't want to be a dad,
right?
And they go find him. They go get pregnant.
Yeah.
We can't just do it with our chest. We got to go to a sperm donor, spend all this money. Just let him shoot up in the club.
Okay.
At that point.
You can find one. Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, so I know a woman that did this, and she had like single mother by choice twins. Yeah, and I'm like,
yeah, I never think it's really by choice though. I feel like maybe somebody just didn't want her. Who she wanted didn't want her.
Yeah. Well, now out of the choices she has, she's choosing single motherhood.
86 pounds in the last 2 years with Ozempic. Different story, different video. And is out there really trying to find a great partner. Because let me tell you, the struggle is real and it is not easy. And it's probably not why you think. I mean, it's a combination of things, certainly. I don't think it's because I'm a single mom. I mean, I would certainly say that most men in my age group, their children are older. So I can see how starting to date someone who has a 2.5-year-old might not be the most appealing thing.
Actually, I have a question on that. So how old were your kids when you started dating again?
Let's see. My youngest was 7 when I got divorced. So yeah, the youngest.
Did you
was
notice
7.
a difference when your kids were older? Like in date? Yeah, because my thought is once the kids are like 16, men don't care as much about you having kids. Did you find that to be true?
Yeah, I definitely think there's a difference. And then also, again, I was telling you earlier how he was just so present in our lives. I could never really get to a serious relationship because no man wants the old man sitting at the house eating dinner.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, because she's saying it's not because of the kids, but
It's
young kids are so like. From what I've spoken to men, it's like one thing when they're teenagers and they're kind of out of the house. They're good kids. They're not they're not around as much. But like a 2-year-old,
no. And if he has older kids, he doesn't really want to deal with a 2-year-old.
But, again, if it's the right guy, it's all going to work out. It's fine. But I think with all these apps and everything, what happens is I get aged out. For me personally, this is just how I feel. I want to date someone my age. So I want to date someone within 5 years of me, ideally between 45 and 50. I could go a little younger.
Oh no, you want a 45? No, 45 and 50, they're done with. I'm thinking of my dad.
Babies.
And my dad, we had 10 kids. Obviously, he likes kids, but he's married. But I was thinking if he were to ever be single again, he would. Oh no, and a woman had a little kid. He's done with kids.
Yeah, it's too much.
At that age, they're done.
Yeah, it's time for grandparent when you get to love them and send them home. Yeah. Not when they're under the same roof.
No.
I'm not really into much older men. And I know you could say, well,
she's gonna have to go younger and find a guy that doesn't know better. That's what I tell her.
Yeah.
I tell her it's time to go for those 25-year-old men that don't. Really, I would recommend just being alone and raising your kids. But if we're gonna go strategy here, I don't think the older men are going to fall for that.
Baby's too young.
Yeah.
And she's going to have someone who also has a child that young.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good option.
Yeah.
Someone who's 52, 55, that's not really that much older. And that's true. But I don't know. A lot of these men that got so up to me, they look like my dad. And I don't really want to be dating my dad.
You look like they're your mom. Like, come on.
I don't think she's looked in the mirror lately.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
And because I am a confident and secure woman, I can say that I think I'm aging really well. And I think I look really good. But I feel...
Yeah, I don't think she looks bad.
Yeah, she just looks her age. Yeah. There's this idea. That's why I always say, okay, I'm fine being my age.
Yeah.
Yeah. But some women aren't. I guess.
Their choice is to die. So yeah. What else are you going to do?
I'm compelled to have to lie on these apps and say that I'm 40 so that I fit into, the search criteria of men my age. And yes, I do disclose that I am actually 45. But for a long time, I resisted doing that because I didn't want to lie. And I didn't want any introduction or entry point into a relationship with somebody to be based on a lie. And then I decided to get over it because I just wasn't being served up men that I felt I would be willing to go out with. So the minute I tweaked that, I will say the men in the apps that were served up to me have certainly changed.
Yeah, but then you get pumped and dumped because, that's...
And you have to do a video begging.
Yeah.
Because she's saying that she's confident. If you were that confident, I just feel like you could go to the grocery store and you don't have to be on an app.
I had a friend that I would say she was a 9 back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
People have no idea how... If you were a 9, you would know because she would get free concerts, celebrities are messaging her. I'm like, she didn't have to work. Yeah. She literally did not have to work.
donor, and this is what nobody tells you. It can feel incredibly empowering. I had my second child as a single mom by choice using a donor, and this is what nobody tells you. It can feel incredibly empowering to embark on this journey independently, much more so than people sometimes realize. It's also possible that you might feel grief and overjoyed all simultaneously. Grief for the life that you imagined that you were going to be living, and joy for what you're actually creating.
At that point, just go find a guy out of your league and be a single mother. I mean, look, I don't want to advocate for that because obviously that's the wrong thing to do. But I just think IVF, you might as well just go be a single mom. I just say go for what you want, obviously. Don't do that. Does that make sense? It's the wrong thing to do, but I think I'd rather her go and just be a single mom to some dude out of her league and be a side piece forever.
Right.
Than
you're opening me to a league I didn't know existed.
What?
Just these women voluntarily.
Oh yeah,
wanting to be a single mom.
Oh, yeah. This is.
Now I'm gonna have white fatigue as
this is there's like white people things and black people things, and this is just the white. I see white women, sometimes Asian women. This is the route we go. I think it's a lot of marketing women, what I've noticed, because it's very expensive to do it.
Right.
So it's a lot of the women that go the corporate America route.
Yes.
And last and most importantly, your child can thrive in a single mom environment. They can feel loved and secured. You've got this. Lead with your heart.
So they're all stupid. It is just a woman thing.
Yeah. He's ready. I mean, because men don't get surrogates.
Oh, God.
Wait, let me put it in the corner. Let's see what she is.
Point. I haven't been on a date. I'm so ready to find my husband. Been single now for like over 2 years, even more actually at this point. I haven't been on a date. I haven't had a hookup, like any interaction with a man for like over 2 years. Apart from the work that I do, but that doesn't count because that's not like personal. I might go to download.
Oh, she's a hooker. Or she's a OnlyFans
girl.
girl.
I'm like, what kind of work does she do?
I'm guessing there's a link. Yeah, okay. We'll keep going.
The dating apps, I get very overwhelmed like after a day and end up like just deleting the app again. I'm gonna treat it like a job. And literally going through the apps is like having a part-time job. It does consume.
Did you meet your boyfriend on the apps?
No.
I think that I'm pro apps, actually.
I think just because that's it's an age thing. It's a generation thing. Yeah.
A lot of like energy and time. I'm not worried about my future husband seeing this because my future husband is definitely not on this app. He is like working hard on his business. He is not.
There's such a big power in shutting up.
Okay.
On social media at all. Envision my man to be very down to earth, completely obsessed with only me. Most likely a tradie, like a mechanic, a plumber, an electrician, something like that. And he runs his own business. And yeah, he works really hard to provide for the family we're gonna have. Very happy, and he's gonna like balance out my neuroses a little bit. So he's gonna be like a diffuser, whereas I am an escalator sometimes. Like Greek or Italian, I don't know. Probably Greek. Italians are like, you know, too high strung. He's gonna let me have my silly little business that doesn't make much money, but feels like I'm doing something, and I'm gonna give him a really nice home. The biggest problem over the years is I keep going for Aussie white guys who just won't commit. This is like the longest I've ever been single.
Well, because she is in her age bracket. So I think she's in her 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in your 20s as a woman, you're kind of automatically a 6. It just, but she looks overweight. So in her age bracket, she's going to probably be a 4 for her age. I would tell her to go older. And you got an OnlyFans. You got to get a divorced guy who just doesn't care anymore.
And just want someone young and fresh and yeah.
Who would you tell her to go for? What race would you tell her?
Black.
You tell her to go to get black.
Because she's overweight.
She's so said it. I didn't say it.
And I really had to evaluate like what I actually want instead of like what I was attracted to. I know what some of you are gonna.
Yeah, like a black divorced guy, I think would be good. Unless she wants
Lover.
kids, then yeah, then maybe not. But no, they'll still do it.
Say about me like leaving it very late because I'm 38 years old, and also for what I do.
Oh, okay. I thought
She
she
looks
was.
good for 38.
Am I crazy? I thought she was in her 20s. Did you
I
think?
could have thought,
I thought she was like
you know
28.
why I thought she was in her 20s? Because sometimes, no offense, white women look older.
Yeah, no, we do.
So, yeah.
As a job, but seriously, my new husband is not going to care. Also, never had trouble getting a man. It's just more that the last 2 years I have literally done everything I can to avoid looking for a relationship. I'm going to download all the apps. I'm going to download Bumble, Hinge, and Tinder. I'm going to try them all, and I'm going to treat it like a job.
I don't believe that.
That she'll treat it like a job.
No, I don't believe that she's been doing everything to avoid a relationship. You've still been getting banged, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, she's been getting passed.
yeah. No, don't. Don't. You're going to make me be mean.
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
I'm getting ready, but yeah, I'm gonna go find a husband. Get ready with me to go find a husband.
Oh, shoot.
I'm gonna play a little music while I'm getting ready, but yeah, I'm gonna go find a husband today. I might not be successful, but we're gonna try. I'm also trying to figure out where I'm gonna find a husband.
Where would you tell her to go?
Oh,
Do you think all right, do you think an unemployed black guy, would he do it?
unemployed? Yes, if she has her own place and he needs a place to stay. He's homeless. He needs a car. He needs food. Yes, a successful black man. She's not gonna get that.
Yeah, I'm thinking if she goes white, you got to go for the Destiny looking white guys. You don't know who Destiny is?
No.
Okay, I'll
Is
show
that
you.
like
I'll
a
show
crack, a meth head?
He actually gets hot women because he's a streamer, but his look, I think, would be pretty. Wait, Destiny streamer, pretty good for her to go for, because there's some that are just so, like this kind of look, like the liberal. Like there's some. You ever seen the like feeder relationships? Yeah, like this guy.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like if you ever see My 600-Pound Life, let's see.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes those guys, I think, let's see what type of guy she could get. I'm never gonna say she won't find anybody, because there's always a man who will.
Yeah, there's somebody for everybody, for sure.
I don't think that per se, but there's always a guy that'll put up with it.
Ugh.
Yeah, like
God,
couples. Let's see the
disgusting.
couples. Back in 2023, I was put on a government watch list for speaking out about men's issues. The government spent who knows how much money trying to shut me up. And honestly, to some extent, it worked. I was demonetized on YouTube. I had 3 Instagram accounts deleted, 7 TikToks accounts wiped out, and I was forced to delete 3 years worth of work, videos, interviews, everything. The more honest I was, the harder I was punished. And eventually I had to shut down my show, move back home, and completely start over. But I'm not giving up. This time we're doing things differently. I've created my own app, a space where free speech actually means free speech. On this app, you'll not only get access to all my old content, but you'll also help shape our future documentaries and show topics. For just $10 a month, you're not only supporting me, you're supporting a movement, a network that refuses to be silenced. The link is in the description. Join us and be a part of something that fights back against censorship. Now, let's talk bigger picture. Why don't we have true free speech in America anymore? Welcome to the female economy, where women make 80% of consumer buying decisions. Have you ever wondered why women always seem to get their way? Well, here's the truth. Men tend to care about the free flow of ideas. Men can separate an idea from the person who said it. But women, on the other hand, have learned that they can control what gets said by controlling what gets funded. Platforms like YouTube have one goal. They want to make money. And if that means catering to the majority female audience, they will. That's why being a conservative creator today feels impossible. This isn't just about me. It's about the future of online speech. With the Audacity Network, me and my community will never have to worry about being silenced again. Or maybe someone as fat as she is. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
There, this type of guy.
Yes,
yeah.
as fat as she is.
Yeah, this guy. This guy won't do it. I think he wouldn't go that route. Like this guy. He's actually decent looking, is the sad part.
He looks a little feminine though.
Yeah, but just comparison, you know. All right, let's go back to our lady over here.
I would go to like a Home Depot or something, but I don't want to go to Home Depot and I don't need anything. All right, we're going to use this primer. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Every time I use this primer or every time I see it, I'm reminded.
He has to be eating like 4,000 calories a day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is.
Absolutely. And she's wearing a wig. I don't know if you can tell that.
I can't.
But yeah, she's wearing a wig. That's not
Does that
her
mean
hair.
she's like bald or like
Possibly.
What? Possibly.
Yeah.
When I was in college, I obviously didn't have any money. Like, I was a broke college student. Me and my friend Jasmine would walk to the mall, and I would get.
I don't think you're walking.
Okay,
that far.
nowhere. She's not walking anywhere now. Around
samples of this
table
every single time, and I think, if I'm remembering correctly, one time they like denied me. They denied me a sample, and so I stopped going to the Sephora and I started going like to the Macy's department counter because those people didn't know me, and I would get samples from them. All right, I'm gonna do my eyebrows the same way I always do. I use this nasty Jaclyn Hill palette. I saw a couple comments on some videos asking where like my dating content is. Y'all, these men, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know how you can.
But let me just say this. Point out that she spends money on her wig. She spends money on her nails, but clearly she does not spend any money on a gym membership.
Yeah.
Yeah. That always aggravates me.
And when I was heavier, I actually didn't work out at all to lose weight because I wanted to spend more time focusing on eating. You don't even need to work out.
Yeah.
You just
eat
need
right.
10,000 steps. You don't even need a gym membership. You don't have to think about all that. You can 10,000 steps, 1,200 calories a day when you're cutting.
Yeah.
15, 16 if you're a little taller. But
and say no to somebody baking bread.
That's true. I like bread. Do you know what? I found it was more the sugar drinks than anything, like Starbucks.
Really?
Yeah, because those can be 300-400 calories. Yeah, those can be bad. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, other than Home Depot or like Lowe's, I'm thinking maybe Dick's Sporting Goods. It's like, at least in there, I could probably find something to buy or like pretend to buy. I think we know what foundation I'm about to use today. And like, I've also been talking to a new guy, but he doesn't live here. He lives all the way in Illinois. Again, I'm always meeting men who don't live in Atlanta, so I be getting lonely.
Yeah, they don't have to look at you. Just send them money.
Yeah.
I know fat women that do that. One fat woman in particular, she had this relationship and she was always taking care of the man, and they planned a wedding and everything. He didn't show up. Like, the place was decorated nicely, family there, friends there. He did not show up.
Dang.
All right, a little Juvia's Place for blush. And then I'm going to go in with this little bitty Too Faced Fruitcake palette. I'm going to add a little bit of like white.
So she put those lashes on and everything.
This is like sorcery. Holy.
On the inner parts, just to open the eye up a little bit. We're going to go in with this one from Juvia's Place. It's a nice brown.
She almost looks Asian now.
Yeah. Made those eyes very slanted.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I need a gloss. I look good for my husband, y'all. When he sees me, he's gonna be like, oh.
She's got to be trolling.
She's serious. She is.
Wow. Okay, y'all. I stopped at Chick-fil-A because I need like a little sweet little treat, a little drink, and I know they have that new.
Of course, you got the drink. I swear, most of the time when women are fat, it's because of the sugary drinks. Like that's.
I wouldn't, if I would see, this is what I'm saying. You cannot correct and redirect women, because Why would you even at that size put out there that you stopped at Chick-fil-A? Like, you could have left that part out of the video.
Flavored drink,
No
and I want to
shit.
see if I can get it like frosted.
Mm.
I got my little drink, which I've drunk most of this by now. It ended up being a cherry berry frosted lemonade. We're gonna go in. I think my goal is to, like, if I see a guy that I think is cute, to like maybe say something. I don't know what I would say, but like if they're looking at something, they're like, oh, is that a good one? I don't see anyone. It's nice. And a 30 ounce. I really like this one. Hey, where are your fishing poles?
So I don't know if they carry it anymore.
They don't sell fishing poles in here. There's like no one in here.
She's going for white guys. If she's going for the fishing poles.
Mm,
If she's going for black guys, it'd be like the basketball shoes department.
yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Asian guy. Where would I go to meet an Asian guy?
Starbucks?
I don't know.
Barnes and Noble?
Yeah, they read.
Hey, Dick's Sporting Goods was low-key a bust.
Yeah, this is why I think in the future, like, people just aren't out the way they used to be. I would tell her to lose weight, but you got to go
sure.
the dating app route. Especially being that fat, your pool is going to be so small.
Men have fetishes, though, don't they? Do they say, I'm looking for a fat girl?
I'm sure she'll get past a little bit, but
Yeah.
one will bound to stick around. It's just,
Yeah.
for her, if she can be pleasant enough, someone will do it.
Yeah.
So that's. Don't try that waiting thing though. No guy's waiting for sex with a woman that big. Yeah,
90 days. She's gonna wait 90 days.
No. She's got to give that out for free, and she's got a Gluck 9,000, like 45 bajillion, because that is her only shot.
Well, they say they give the best.
Yeah.
I guess because they're hungry.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see the next one. All right, the next woman ready to find her husband. Share this tab instead.
5 with the help of my vision board and ChatGPT. Starting with my vision board, I did put a man on my vision board in 2024, but I plan to find.
Okay, so she looks around, I would put 30 to 35 age bracket, I'm guessing. What do you think?
Yeah. I'm gonna go 39.
Oh, you think 39? Okay.
I would say 40.
Do you know what? These filters throw me off.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the.
Yeah.
Let's say 35. She looks overweight, so she's gonna be a 4, I would say.
Yeah, she's definitely not that attractive.
Yeah. I would put her at a 4. But the problem with 4s is they're gonna get to sleep with 6s to 7s and men, and that just keeps them perpetually single because then they start to think they deserve that. But you're just like a slow Tuesday, like, because most guys would do this on a slow Tuesday. All right.
GPT. Starting with my vision board, I did put a man on my vision board in 2024, but I didn't find it, but it's okay. Basically, I put a man on here again a few times. I'm actually going to show you my vision board in another video.
Do black women have vision boards? You guys do that?
Yeah.
I'll just tell you how ChatGPT is going to help me find my husband. Basically, for years, I've had a list of all of the things, all of the traits, characteristics, everything that I want.
I hope it's a short list because you can't ask for a lot.
What do you think?
It's gonna
What
be
do you
long.
think?
It's gonna be long because she's banging his friends.
Yeah.
His friends got a lot going on for themselves.
Is it going to be realistic? I think
Yeah.
it's going to be unrealistic.
In my ideal man. It's good to do that even if you don't do what I'm about to say next. I took my list and I said to ChatGPT, I said, if I want a man who has all of the qualities below, what type of woman do you think he would want? So I put them all in, and then ChatGPT says all of these traits that this man's ideal woman would have. Okay, some of them I'm good, some of them I'm good, some of them I could probably work on. And then I said, okay, period. Based on these qualities, what would the daily activities or schedule be of this woman? I get a whole schedule. Yep, I got a whole schedule.
Girl, go to the gym, download Hinge.
Yes.
That's it.
She definitely needs to get in the gym.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad. This makes me feel a little bit sad.
Would I recommend any plastic surgery to this woman?
Yeah.
I'm not. I know a lot
bang.
Bangs would be good.
Like some long bangs and maybe like pull her hair towards her face so that you can't see how fat her cheeks are.
Yeah. Well, she's fat. That's she should just lose weight.
Between the wake up, the workouts, the breakfast, the work, everything. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna follow this schedule until I find my husband, and I'm gonna refer.
This is the most. This one actually isn't. How do I put it? This is better than the other ones we watched. I think she's at least trying to do something.
Yeah, she didn't tell us what that list was, though. I want to know what type of man, so we could just say, "Girl, that's not happening."
Yeah.
Back to my list often to make sure that I'm not veering from the list. I will let you know how it goes.
I mean, I don't know though. She has this vision board. She might manifest this, you know? Maybe.
I met my husband in 3 days. Believe it or not.
No, she's got a.
Here's one. She met her in 3 days.
We can watch that one. Actually, that was up next here.
I went on Muzz, a marriage app, which I did not ever imagine my
I can always
entire life.
tell when women are serious about finding someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's when the ego is gone.
Yeah.
They're like, I will go on a date every single day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a different. When women think they're above dating apps, I think generally, especially if they're not overly attractive, it's like they're not going to approach you. Or else are you going to approach them? No. Okay. What are you going to do?
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, no way I would ever do it. My friend convinced me. She said it's a really good app. I was like, okay, fine. I got on. Day 1, I was like, oh my God, I'm not doing this. Day 2, my husband had messaged me. Day 3, I got off the app. Alhamdulillah, my family knew. Fast forward 4 years, we are married. We have a kid together. Alhamdulillah. The app has really good features for you to find the right person. Don't get discouraged if you don't find somebody right away. I know I got lucky. Not everyone.
I've had dating coaches on here. They say it takes 15 dates usually on average for people to find someone.
On a dating app?
Yeah, because they work with people and they said on average it's 15 dates. So.
15 dates.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you got to really put yourself out there.
Because dating apps are a numbers game. I think if it's in person or you meet through social circle, it's probably less.
Right.
But like for what I've seen, like people go on a lot of first dates off of dating apps, not a lot of second or third.
I do know 2 people that met on Match.com and they've been married like over 20 years.
Yeah. Well, it usually allows women to date a little bit more out of their league because there's just not that many women on the apps.
Okay.
So it gives them access to men like out of the area too.
Right,
so if a guy's in a place with ugly women, but he's good looking, no, that's good.
Yeah, that is good though. It opens up your choices.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
I think it favors for women. That's why the downside is you do run a higher risk of getting pumped and dumped, obviously. Because the guys that are running through the apps, they're running. I have a friend, he goes through 100 women a year. What? Yeah, and I've seen his messages.
Really?
Yeah, he's a PUA. So it's like they do this.
PUA?
They basically
PUA?
So a PUA is like they study dating women pretty much. So he's just like a professional womanizer. And he teaches men that are kind of awkward how to do it. So that's how he makes money. So for 10 years, he approached women in person. He did guy. It's very interesting talking to these guys because they've just been like through. So a guy like that, he's going through 100 women a year. You know, if you get on a date with him, you're going to fall for everything.
Yes, 100 women a year.
So there are more like predators and stuff on the apps. Not that I think he's a predator because a lot of the women want the casual sex too. But you know what I mean? It's a lot of guys that'll have like a leg up on you. But there's also nice guys there. So she might be the best looking one we've seen. Okay, let's see.
Actually had like a couple hours. I graduated with approximately $500,000 worth of student loan.
What in the world did she major in?
I don't know.
Debt. These are my thoughts.
Pre-med maybe?
On the skyrocketing monthly payments. When I was in school, we actually had like a couple hour seminar on student loan debt.
So the
And
challenge you get with women is we don't like doing the job, but we like the title and the prestige.
Sure.
So most of the I'm assuming she's a doctor or something like that. She kind of looks like a dermatologist or something. That's my guess. They quit within 10 years usually.
Yeah.
Where men will stick it out and pay off the debt and make a lot of money, but
how you can go around repaying it could either be through working for a nonprofit where you make way less money, but at the time they had promised that the loans would be forgiven after 10 years. The other way was to do income-based repayment. And during the seminar at my school, I raised a lot of concern. I told people around me, and I also asked the professors, like, hey, the administration changes every 4 years. How are you guaranteeing that this works for people in the future? And honestly, I did not believe.
So you were aware of how stupid the decision was. You can't say you didn't know. You clearly knew.
Believe it at all. I was very lucky that I was one of the few that was not duped. But with that much student loan, I knew I needed an action plan. I decided to just do my own plan. And so I decided to move to a state that had no state income tax. And I worked my butt off. So I would work around 12 to 16 hours, 5 days a week. And then on the weekends, I would go and substitute into other clinics and work there.
Yeah, I guess the doctor.
So essentially, I was working 6 to 7 days a week, most weeks the first couple years that I graduated. And this is not ideal for everybody.
But notice she's complaining about it. She's clearly had Botox done. Like you can tell her forehead doesn't move.
It doesn't move at all. No wrinkle. When she raises her eyebrows, it's just
But in my mind, I had a
hair is colored.
burdensome amount of debt that I knew I had to repay.
Nails done.
Nails done.
And so I worked my butt off to get a lot of that paid down in the first 2 years alone. I had no work-life balance. It was actually very stressful and very horrible. But in my mind,
she paid it off, I think.
And I had taken out these student loans, and so I needed to repay them, and I didn't feel comfortable or confident relying on the government or anybody else to like save me from my own student loans. A lot of people are coerced into taking out high student loans without really understanding the implications of it, and that's something that needs to be addressed.
Okay, I was about to say she sounded so responsible until she said you're coerced into it.
Right.
Women are we're too lazy to do the work of understanding the contract. And so then we get mad that we take a bad contract, but we're too lazy to like think it. Now Grok will do it for you. You can use ChatGPT.
Thank goodness.
Institutions also need to be held.
No. I know, because it's women want to go to college, they want to party, we want to have fun, so
more accountable. Like there is no reason why a school should be charging hundreds of thousands of dollars to get through and start your career.
Well, they keep charging it because we pay it. So I want to see if she's a dermatologist. Stay-at-home mom. Oh
yeah, I did see a ring when we saw the nails.
She's attractive enough to be. Yeah, she's pretty. I'd put her at.
And she's staying in shape after having a child.
Yeah, she seems like a former 8+, now like strong 6'7". But I bet back in the day she's really attractive.
Yeah.
Marrying wealthy. Oh, okay. So she got a guy to pay it off.
Right.
Smart. It's probably the best way to do it. So what did you think of the modern people on the internet? What did you think?
Gosh. I think you have your work cut out for you.
Yeah. I'll be employed forever. So will you.
Yeah. I mean, goodness. It made me, though, feel like I'm just a little bit out of touch because seeing those videos, I'm like, oh, it's women across the board.
Oh, yeah. Everyone.
Yeah. I feel a bit out of touch. But that's why I have you.
Yeah. I'm the whole connoisseur.
Right.
Well, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell them where they can find you?
If they go to shamikamichelle.com, find me there. They can find me anywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.